Do you have an extra gun? Yeah, do you have an
It
extra
is
gun?
2 in the morning. I know you're not asleep, Matt.
No, I don't require much sleep.
You're gonna be exhausted in the morning. I'm gonna have no sympathy for you.
God.
So turn off your little X-Bag games. Get up.
What? Yes, I'm coming. I'm just not a morning person.
Oh, it has nothing to do with being up until 2 a.m.?
No, it
I'm
doesn't.
gonna rip those sheets off.
Oh
Get down
my
here now. We will not be late. Hey, grab your lunch. Let's go.
Was I supposed to make lunch?
Yes, I told you to make your lunch.
You never told me that. I'll just get Cheetos.
You need a healthy lunch.
What's wrong with Cheetos? I'm not taking dietary advice from a boomer who drinks wine out of a bag.
Young man, watch how you're talking to your mother. Come on, we're gonna be late.
What? I'm ready.
That's what you're wearing at the first day of school.
Yes.
Where is your backpack? You need
know
one.
It's the first day of school. Do you know how that works? Do I have homework?
So where are you gonna put your papers?
In my pockets. Let's go.
What pocket? Your shorts are so short. Are there even pockets?
West Virginia treated us so well. Great shows. I saw Jennifer Garner.
I
Out
can't
and about.
believe that. Word was literally getting around town.
We were at Taylor Books in Charleston, West Virginia, which it's fun to go across the country in these little towns and you find one of the coolest bookstores I've ever been.
Yeah.
And bonus was Jennifer Garner was in it when I was there.
I couldn't believe it. My wife,
And-
Rachel, was so mad at me when she heard that you, Lucas, and DJ Michael all got to see Jennifer Garner. And then when she heard that
Yep.
you guys were at a bookstore and I chose Jimmy John's, she was really mad at me. She's like, this is why I'm trying to get you to go to bookstores all the time. They're cool.
They are.
You see A-list celebrities.
That's right. So we had a great time. I don't know if she made it to the show though. Maybe.
You might want to start like a new VIP section for like if they.
I DM.
You know,
I sent her a DM.
you did.
I'm a little embarrassed.
What did you say?
Well, it wasn't really a text. It was just a picture, which I thought was the weird part. It was just like a selfie. Like,
She hasn't
On
seen
stage.
it. She hasn't seen it. Saw you at Taylor Books today. I'm in town for a show, and I just wanted to say I'm a huge fan, and I love your city. Have a great night.
you didn't invite her to the show. Couldn't close.
It's very friendly. Did
That's
you,
really nice.
you
Friendly.
You kind of had like a fangirl
It's
moment.
like
You're
so.
like,
I don't know. And then you're like, I was too meek to even be like, "Would you like to come to the show?" I'm like, "I am. This is what I'm here for."
Have a good one.
I saw you from across the room. I did come to say hi.
Was she the inspiration for 13 going on 30, the middle school Maddox character?
Yeah, maybe.
that is funny. I didn't know you sent that message.
I was gonna take that to the grave, but I want to be honest with the listeners, with you guys, with my wife. I did DM a stranger woman, and that needs to come to light.
That's fine.
It's like I canceled married man DMs thousands of girls, A-list females, kind messages.
When he's
None
in
of
the same
them
city as
respond.
him.
None respond.
One is yet to respond.
We have a great episode for you guys today,
What?
and we
The world's
got.
fastest
You sound like
podcaster.
Thomas.
Let's sound like a rapper. We got a Mormon rapper we're gonna listen to.
Yeah, I found one.
Match day for doctors everywhere. Congrats. We're gonna review that.
Tinder, Bumble.
All sorts of good stuff and more. Enjoy today's episode. Roll music.
Correct opinions. Correct opinions.
Katie, if you saw a bunch of children drinking these cans, what would you do?
I'd go over there and take them from him.
Oh,
I take the kids from the cans.
kick their dog too?
No.
Liquid Death, people. It may look like a crazy energy drink, some beer. It's not. It is a healthy beverage brand that makes mountain spring water, low sugar sodas, and low sugar iced teas too. I love them. I love grabbing them when we come in the studio here. And Jake, why would a healthy beverage ever be called Liquid Death?
I'll give you 2 good reasons, and then I'll give you 1 bad reason. Because Liquid Death will brutally murder your thirst, and their infinitely recyclable cans are helping to bring death to single-use plastic bottles. 2, they donate a portion of profits to help kill plastic pollution. 3, the bad one, it rhymes.
Yeah, 2 truths. Oh, the last one was the bad.
They don't
lie. You can get your free shipping of Liquid Death's mountain water flavored sparkling and iced tea 8-packs with Amazon Prime, or grab a can or case at your local 7-Eleven, Target, Walmart, Whole Foods, or on Instacart. Go to liquiddeath.com/Trey to check out their healthy, infinitely recyclable beverages and find your closest retailer. That's liquiddeath.com/Trey, liquiddeath.com/Trey.
I thought it'd be fun on stage to mention that we saw Jennifer Garner, or that you guys did, because I really, we Google it, we find out Jennifer Garner is like kind of was raised there, lives there, and I was like, I mean, if you saw her in your first 2 hours there, this probably happens all the time here. So I was going to do some jokes about it. So I was like, yeah, Trey saw Jennifer Garner today, and the audience was just like, and I was like, well, this is not the response I was expecting.
You were expecting celebrating, just like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
we
She's part
love
of our
her.
town. She's always around. Like,
I should have fact checked or something before, and they're freaking out, and then
like,
they
I've
just
seen
start.
more solar eclipses than I've seen Jennifer Garner's. This guy's in town for 6 hours?
And then they just start applauding me. They go for, yes, yeah. And I was like, well, this was actually the setup to a joke, so I don't really know where to go from here. And I didn't see her, and she's not here right now. It was the weirdest response to the setup for
Yeah,
mine.
who knows? It's like they're probably like, wow, Trey, he somehow knows her, and now he's
Celebrities
out of
have a
town.
way.
They're gonna find us. Maybe she's here. The same thing. I met a few fans and just small talk, and I was like, Jennifer Garner. I thought they'd be like, yeah, she's just. We're used to it. She's around town. They're like, I've lived here for 40 years. I've never once seen her. So
Okay, I like really want to do a deep dive on her. How did she go from West Virginia to the star she is?
Let's get her on the pod. Trey, DM her.
all right. Also, sorry to double text podcast sometime.
Do you think hanging out in the library might be a way to not get seen in West Virginia?
That's why no one's seen her.
Yeah, she's in the library
Every morning.
4 hours a day. No one's ever seen her. So that's
Yeah.
amazing. She's at a health physician and the bookstore.
Yeah.
No one's ever seen her.
That's why she resides there. She's like, anywhere I go, anywhere in the country, I get recognized. But I go to Charleston, West Virginia, and I go to the gym, and I go to the library, and I go to the doctor, and no one ever sees me.
Yeah.
The dentist, there are not even dentists there. It's just me.
That was fantastic, family man. So yeah, the great shows went through. The people ask me a lot of times, "Where were you this weekend?" Just being good friends and like, and it's
Yeah.
kind of tough. You're like, well, it's like in a weird assortment of cities. So what I kept saying was the Virginias.
Hey, me too, yeah. I
And
was
people
there
would be
too.
like, "Oh, it's just all of the Virginia." And I thought it was a good way to.
Yeah, Virginia.
But we did
and
the
West Virginia.
Virginias.
2 in normal Virginia, 2 in
And-
Jennifer's Virginia.
It was a good time.
That was your first time.
Yeah.
was your first time at West Virginia, right?
First time ever in the state.
Yeah, so
Crossed
you
off the
cross
list.
that off.
I got 2 left. North Dakota, Alaska. I want to do shows there one day.
Yeah.
But
Wait, have you done a show in all the states but those 2?
not shows
Oh,
I've
okay,
been
sorry.
in, but I've done shows.
It's got to be close.
I
Yeah,
can't
it's gotta be
imagine.
close.
Besides the grouping of
Alaska,
Dakotas.
Like
Montana, no.
Yeah, like the
Mississippi, not yet.
Wyoming, no.
Louisiana, no, we did New Orleans. Wyoming. I mean, there can't be but 5 or 6, yeah.
It's got to be at college. Got to go to Laramie.
We haven't done New Hampshire.
Did Vermont, though.
Vermont. We get close.
All right, we got like 5 left.
And we got back, journey, it's the small towns, you get why people don't do as much. We had quite a journey back from Charleston, West Virginia. Not a lot of flights out of there. Unfortunately, some of the crew, family man, got abandoned in Charleston, West Virginia for a little bit. Well, we had an early flight out. It gets delayed. It just, I guess, some chain down the way messed up. 7-hour delay. And they're just basically like, you're getting home
Later.
10 hours later. So it's immediately, you're like, okay. I see this at 3 in the morning. So we get back to our hotel finally after the show, whatever, I don't know, 11 p.m.-ish. I'm tossing and turning. I'm like, okay, we're getting now. It's midnight. This is kind of annoying. I'm melatonin. Play on my phone a little. I don't know, wind down. You kind of doing that. And you're doing the thing where you're like, you're just almost there and you kind of look up and another hour's passed. You're like, oh.
That's wild.
And then, yeah.
after the weekend we had, I mean, we
Oh,
traveled
I'm
so much.
exhausted.
We're sleeping on a bus. You did 4 shows.
So I don't know. And my
You
mind's
couldn't
just
sleep?
racing. And then then it's just compounds. You're in your head. My alarm's set for 5:30. Come on. Fast forward to 3 a.m.
You're like, hey, let's
Where
look at my flight for fun.
I'm fully awake, kind of just like
You're just working at this point, just editing.
legit playing on my phone. Can't believe how
Texting
awake
me.
I am.
I'm still awake.
Yeah,
still
shoot the
awake.
message to the wife, just like make sure she reads it when she wakes up. Feels bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, I checked the flight just because low key, I'm like, is there a great option earlier that otherwise, Trey in a different situation, don't book me on a flight at 5 a.m. But I'm like, I'm basically up for it. So in my head, I'm debating. So I check, I see it's delayed. I'm like, oh. So now I'm looking. There's a flight at 5 a.m. That's going to get me home at like 10 a.m. And I weigh my options. I say, you know what? Because there's also one at like 6:30 where I'm like, okay, I could still sleep a few hours. So I make the call. I book a 5 a.m. flight.
Just pulled it all
It's
night.
3 a.m. Just took like a 40-minute shower just to kind of enjoy that. Was able to get an Uber. Uber drive me that picked me up. Sorry, West Virginia, at 3:45 in the morning was just the grossest. I mean, by far the worst Uber I've ever been in.
I
I'm
wonder
shocked
if
you were
it's
able to get one.
Did you get the same lady?
okay
Nothing. Her trunk was full.
with a pink scooter.
I couldn't quite make that out. There was like a weird Afghan on the back seat.
I really only saw the pink children's scooter.
Small sedan.
No. Okay, different one.
Okay.
Dang.
Well, this woman, okay, they're all doing it. Picks me up, just like hoarder crap filling the entire trunk. So immediately you're like, you're taking me to the airport. I have a big luggage and golf clubs. So I sit the thing in her front seat, and my backpack and my golf clubs are just on. I can, it's like a short drive, but that's brutal. And then
It's up the mountain where you have to kind of wind a little bit.
yeah, and she's like, sorry, and she's like, explain, sorry, the reason that's my kid that, and I'm going, good. 3:45 in the morning, zero sleep, and she's
Yeah,
like,
whatever.
how you doing? Good. She asked me one other thing. I go, man, I'm like literally with the most respect and nice I could. It's 3:30 in the morning. I can't speak to you right now. I cannot have a conversation. And she was like, okay, she was nice. Drop me off, gross, whatever. And yeah, make it. I mean, 3-hour layover in Charlotte. And the best part is, tour manager Tom would have been proud of me because I was in my head. I was thinking, I was debating mimosas. I was debating them. I don't even know.
You would have felt
Hold
so
on, Katie. So at this point, I've slept,
By yourself.
slept nothing. On the flight from Charleston to Charlotte is like 40 minutes. So I may have like gotten 20 minutes
Yeah.
of like, falling asleep. But I'm thinking, what do I have to lose? I've already had like 2 meals. I don't know what's happening. You're again in a lounge that there's no beds or anything. I was like, maybe I'll have a couple mimosas just to
that'll put
really,
me right to sleep.
just to literally, I'll maybe die and pass out for 3 hours. And so I go, and wouldn't you know it, the state of North Carolina on Sundays cannot legally
yep.
sell a drop until 10 a.m. Which I wasn't like devastated by, but I thought like,
He's like, this is maybe the first and only time in my life I want alcohol.
first,
before 10 a.m.
first only time I have lounge access where I'm like, I'm gonna cash in on these free drinks. And I was like, that's just kind of funny. And I got home, whatever, is fine. Took a little bit of a nap, and then last night I slept 12 hours, and I feel fantastic.
We both slept 12 hours and it was amazing.
That's right. Solo mom Katie over the weekend, she was exhausted. She joined about 8:45. I was like lying
We
down, watching
laid
TV.
down at 8:30.
I said, you know what? I can't, just turn the TV off, lights off, let's do it. She's like, I don't know if I can't. 5 minutes, we were both out.
Yeah. I slept
amazing.
11 hours, so I was right there
Okay,
behind
there
you
we go.
last
Wow.
night. Yeah.
So that was the long story of how I've pulled one all-nighter in my whole life in college, studying or something, like zero sleep, and I can't believe I've done it again. I never thought I'd do such a thing.
So your 2 all-nighters, it's like, freshman year finals week. And when was the other time? It was the day after I saw Jennifer Garner, actually. I just couldn't get to sleep.
I was just staring at my phone like, I know she sees it. Surely.
Respond to me.
Respond, Jennifer.
My Uber driver, I wish we would have had the same one because mine also picks me up. We can get into that. Derek and Isaac got stranded. I did not. But so I also have a crazy early Uber. You want to know her first sentence to me when I walk in, when I get in the car? Her first sentence was this.
Parents or siblings?
Excuse me. And her second sentence was, good morning. I'll tell you, the last client I had smelled like cat piss, and you were sitting in the same seat he is.
This
was the
5 a.m.
Those were the first 2 sentences. The worst call you ever heard. In the last customer
Ew.
sitting right
Sorry,
where you
West
are.
Virginia.
had
Sorry.
pee
Jennifer Garner.
all over
When you have
him.
Jennifer Garner in town, you got to balance it. You got to have Uber drivers like that.
It was wild. And then, she talked my leg off, which is like everything she was telling me was how she should be exhausted. She's like, I've been working since 3 p.m. I'm on, this is my 13th hour.
You're like, this is unsafe for you to
Oh
be
my
driving.
gosh.
I know, yeah. And I was like, well, you should be more tired than me, so why won't you shut up? Why you
She's
keep
like,
asking me?
if I stop talking, I will fall asleep. That's
Yeah,
probably what
that's what it
she
was.
is.
Yeah.
We had different Uber drivers, but the same.
Yeah.
I mean, at that hour, there's probably not many people in many cities where you get like a real kind of normal, clean cut person
Cream of the crop.
driving at 3 to 5 a.m.
Yeah, at least there was somebody.
We made it.
Got the job done.
So great. Thanks for everyone who came out. We had a great time. Unbelievable. So yeah, we've been out some new dates. They're on sale now. Finally getting to Idaho. Finally getting to Durham, Raleigh area.
That's nice.
We added get up in Maine.
Dude,
Vermont,
I loved your... Sorry, keep going.
Albany. Yeah, pretty much it. So yeah, Trey.com/tour. Come out.
I love, like, you were literally making an Instagram story promoting the tour. So you'd already posted the dates. And then along with that, you're doing a Q&A. And someone said, are you coming to Idaho? And you said, yes, Boise. And then 5 slides later, someone says, so I guess you hate Idaho. And you're like,
Yeah, that's
I've already
wild,
mentioned
right?
Boise 3 times this Instagram
It's all,
story.
yeah, I'm trying so hard. Boise, I'm coming. Every city. I do think I'll have Derek make a fun graphic of like every city we've done so far on the Grow Up Tour.
So just shut up about it.
Yeah,
I've
just
come.
to kind of post that solely for people to be like, oh, I missed it. Because I had someone in a meet and greet in Austin, Texas. Top fan, so nice. Oh my gosh, I meant to see you. She's like, I'm like, where are you from? And I'm sorry, reverse that. She lived in Austin.
Okay.
And she had traveled to see us in like one of the Virginia shows or something.
Okay.
And she was like, you never came to Austin. So, once I saw that, I knew. So she got on a flight. And I didn't correct her. I wasn't like, we were there. I was just like, well, thank you so much. That's
Wow,
so
that
nice.
means
But
the world.
You're like, God, I feel really bad. I was in your town.
Maybe this is time for a lesson for anyone out there listening. Like, if you are a fan of anyone at like Trey's status, like a decent sized influencer, creator, comedian, musician, they are coming to your market. They will come to your market. Now, if me and Katie went on tour, we probably are not coming to Boise, Idaho. But if someone of Trey's status, I guarantee you they are coming. And so you just got to look out for it. They will come to your
like
city.
the nearest city, like if it's a little smaller, the big city near you within a few hours. Yes, it's like you shouldn't have to get on a plane to see me
Yes.
unless you live in Saskatoon or something like that. All right, Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. We haven't talked about them enough. They're opening a new restaurant in Kansas City called 1587 Prime.
How'd they think of that?
Yeah, what do you think that?
Uh-oh, she stopped.
Should
No, it's
I-
simple.
should
It's their
I?
numbers.
Okay, as
She
soon
put
as
it
I
together.
said it, I
She's
was like,
smart.
I think that's their numbers.
Oh, what is it
I was
together?
joking.
You don't know why it's called that?
No, I was joking. Like, how'd they come up with that?
Oh, yeah.
I did know immediately. I was like 87. That's Travis's number. 15 must be
15.
Mahomes.
Like, when did
this
the
is
Spanish
classic.
Armada happen? 1587.
I was like, what happened that year?
So they partnered with these guys. They're going to open it up. It's going to be, inside the fancy Lowe's Hotel. 10,000 square feet across 2 floors.
I prefer the Home Depot Hotel.
It will feature hyper subtle nods to Patrick and Travis's on-field accomplishments.
What does
I
that
look
mean?
that
forward
mean?
to the hyper
Yeah,
subtle
what does
nods.
that mean?
Hyper subtle, which is these two guys running this thing. Click on that article, Derek. Show these two guys in suits.
Hyper
running
subtle
the
is
thing.
an oxymoron.
Not those two guys. No, they are. Scroll down. No.
Two sets
Those
of guys.
are guys who say words like hyper subtle,
Yeah.
Hyper subtle nods to their
impressively humble.
Are those guys AI?
jumbo shrimp.
I think they are. That's all AI. It's not real.
Welcome to 1587 AI Prime.
While we're talking, Derek, would you just look up? I want to talk about that next. How AI's duping all the like Facebook boomers.
I don't
Have
know
you
what this
seen
means.
these?
Oh, I haven't seen this.
I'll see if you can find it. But they're opening a restaurant. Hyper subtle nods, like on the menu. What
That's what I'm thinking on the menu.
The,
The 13th
tomahawk chop steak.
It's not subtle at all.
Yeah,
The Patrick Price.
it's hyper subtle. It's like it's
Like a bunch of numbers that are relate to like their accomplishments, but like we don't really know. Like
Maybe it is hyper subtle. Yeah, it's like, Patrick's weight in kilograms is the ounce of this steak or something. You're like, oh, yeah, good.
It's like the old fashioned, but it's served with like a picture of Patrick Mahomes Sr. and car keys. That's how they used to drink
That
and
is
drive.
not-
Old fashioned. That's hyper subtle. That's the definition of hyper subtle.
Yeah, you got to connect some dots.
Yeah.
It's not going to be easy.
It's like scan the QR code for the Cosmopolitan, and it's like Jackson dancing. Like a
Yeah.
like a
Yeah, that
cute
makes
drink.
sense.
I
Yeah.
did see. Did
be
we talk
good.
about how Brittany? I guess she like fractured her back because her like
Her pelvic. She
Yeah.
fractured her pelvic floor back.
no,
It's the same thing.
It's not the
No,
same
it's not?
thing.
Okay.
She fractured her back because I guess her pelvic floor was messed up from having kids. So I'm like, man, you got to take care of that. That's serious stuff.
Baby back ribs.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else could be on the menu?
I feel like it's not going to be hyper subtle. It's just going to be called Taylor Swift tequila. And you're like, get it because of how they date?
And cheeseburger, Andy Reid's favorite.
Yeah, sure.
And maybe it won't be on the menu. I could see them doing like, I mean, Chiefs fans will know this, but like somewhere hidden, like on the decor of the wall, it says like 13 seconds or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like weird, like random.
In the bathroom stall, there's stuff.
Do you think Patrick and Travis are very involved with this? I like to think so. I think they're restaurant guys.
I think this is probably easier for me to be involved with. Like when other celebrities are like Travis has a car wash. I doubt he cares. He's probably just like,
Oh, you haven't seen the videos where he's there washing the cars?
yeah, he did that one time, and they get it from 7 different camera angles to make it seem like he's always there.
Yeah.
he's
Change
like,
another outfit. Another day.
That's
I
funny.
bet he's just like, just run a car wash and I'll put my name on it. But I
Yeah.
bet this is easier of like, everybody eats. Everybody poops.
Everybody eats. All right, let's be. I'm Travis. You're Patrick. We're planning the restaurant.
Thanks for giving me the easy voice to do.
Or do you want to switch? I mean, would you rather do the? Which do you feel like
You do have a good Travis Kelce voice.
Well, it just allows me to talk in this accent, which
Yeah.
I feel like isn't allowed, but he can.
Hey, Trav, what do you think about the menu?
All right, now listen, man. I'm telling you, it's pretty good, but I need some more chitlins on there.
Hey,
That's why. Hey, from the Heights, Cleveland, stand up. I just want to make sure. We need to make sure Taylor's pescatarian, so we need some great seafood options. What do you think of that, Pat?
Yeah, that should be no problem. Hold on, Britt's calling me.
Yeah, all right now.
Hey, what's up, Britt? All right, he's all right. I'll post his bond again. All right,
Hey,
no
Britt.
problem. Sorry, just calling about Jackson.
All right.
It's all good.
Facts. Hey, we signed that deal though. Hey, paper's paper, man. Stacking it to the ceiling.
That's us. Sorry.
What
Hey,
kinda-
You think we can have some? I know you probably want some steak sauce. What if it was all ketchup?
Ketchup. You put ketchup on your steaks?
I put that on everything.
Nah, you got to figure that out, man. I don't want no ketchup.
Brittany likes
anywhere.
it when I toss
That's
a little.
why I got Taylor on birth control.
What?
All right now. Hey, we're two superstars, baby. This restaurant ain't got no kids section. It's for grown adults. Lowe's Hotel, 2 stories.
Me and
That's
Britt have a kid about every 18 months, so she is not on birth control.
I know. Jason be having them too, but I see those things. They're annoying as can be.
Travis, what do you think about having mirrors in the bathroom so you can look at them and see that you're white and maybe shouldn't be talking that way?
All right now. So yeah, I'll be there. Opening day. They said it's not coming out until next year. So
I'm trying to
Quite
think in the hotel where it would go. Is it taking over the current restaurant?
it says it's going to span 2 levels.
Ooh, maybe it's a
I don't
penthouse.
think so.
10,000 square feet? Sheesh.
I know.
Quite
So I'm
the
like, that's
production
huge.
there.
Where in the hotel? Yeah.
I don't know. We're gonna go. You get ready next year.
All right.
Did you see anything about Boomer AI? Yeah. Okay. Facebook has turned into an endless scroll of AI photos, and the Boomers can't notice. So this is just an unbelievable house, beautiful,
Okay, I can't wait for this.
and it's just filled with comments of old. Rose says stunning. Kathy, beautiful. Gary, gorgeous.
Gary
and-
and Sandra.
Gary and Sandra
Joint
combo
Facebook.
account. Okay, then it gets you tell you what, Boomers, it's okay. I could fall for that some days. Wow, look at this beautiful house.
Okay, yeah, that
In
one's
the
not too
Grand
bad.
Canyon. But then you go down and you see a dog and a baby on their own pair of snow skis, which is tougher to believe.
And when I say baby, I mean that baby is like 1.
It's crouching, and Bill said, "This heart." I think he meant heart this. Beverly said, "So adorable." Bonnie said, "This made me smile." Patricia said, "So sweet."
That is great. I love that this exists. This is my sense
is
of
there
humor.
more?
Yeah, keep going. I want to keep seeing these. This is so good.
I want to say a comment that's like, how did you get that baby on those skis?
Is there more?
Not on this post.
Oh,
Real
okay.
quick,
Hold on.
I'll share. I think I've talked about this before, but I'm in a Facebook group called a group where we all pretend to be boomers, and it's just people like us who just are just having a blast.
Yeah, perfect.
And I mean, anytime I go on there, it's so funny. Like this, it's a really zoomed in picture of a student driver. It says, "Please be patient, student driver." It's like really grainy and pixelated. And the caption is all caps. "Every time I see a student driver, I always tailgate and honk until they pull over to cry. Go drive your made in China safe space car someplace else, am I right?"
Oh my gosh.
Just a guy like
That's boomers. Have you seen? So it's March Madness basketball, best weekend of the year in sports.
Yeah.
For your boy, I cannot wait. I'm so excited. And if you don't make the main tournament, March Madness, there's another tournament called the NIT, which is a lesser tournament, but you get to play more basketball, try to win that, blah blah blah. And this is growing, and this happened. 6 of the teams that were close to making March Madness, who are now thus in the NIT, have said we're not showing up. We're not doing the NIT.
oh wow.
Why?
And well, I think it's everything as it's changing. Like now they have NIL where they pay the players. Now you can transfer to different schools without penalty. So
It's like bowl games not meaning anything.
right, it's like they're at a
Yeah.
point where they say, listen, I just want to play March Madness. This tournament doesn't matter. I'm already, my sights are set on work, and I need to go find to like sign back on this team I'm on for money, or go find another team for more money. I think you're just like I'm sure the players decide, and it's like the 3 best players are probably like, I'm not doing that. And they're
So
like,
then
well,
the team's
let's
like,
not.
well, we won't.
Yeah.
But yeah, you had a couple boomer analysts going off like, quitters. What's with kids these days? We can't. You get an opportunity to play more basketball. I'll tell you what. And it just, I just already know discussions at family time about. I'm like, yeah, the paying the players is great. I mean, why? They're making a bunch of other people billions and millions of dollars. I think they're the ones playing. They can make some thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
What value of an education?
What happened?
What happened to it? Well, it changes. Okay.
Can I read one more post and then I'll be done with this group?
Love that.
I will show you the picture later. I'm going to start with the caption. "Can someone say a prayer for my son? Keep finding more of this devil homosexual stuff on his phone. It's everywhere. Feeling like I let him watch Wiggles too much when he was a kid, and that probably made him gay."
Wiggles.
This is the photo.
Just a weird cartoon of.
I don't know.
Why is that the photo?
And then the top comment says, all caps, "Alexa, get this off my wall."
Get this off my wall. That's a great
I'll
account.
Close out of that. It's fun. Any more AI, old people?
No, I think I'd like to move on to.
Well, this isn't AI, but it kind of goes with like the weird photos. That photo I sent you of the baby. So I get we all get advertised
Oh, sure.
weird
Oh,
random
yeah.
things. And
I
of
texted
course,
you, Derek.
I'm, buying clothes for Thomas and stuff. And this is an ad that I got showed.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like,
You
From-
saw this just on your own feed? This is
yes.
Elegant
yes.
baby, Sea Magic Organic.
And I was like-
muslin,
you? It does look like Muslim.
muslin.
It's Muslim material, but like,
Oh, is that a material all women know?
Do we show
Yeah.
it now?
Oh,
yeah.
that's a-
But what a creepy,
Am I wearing Muslim right now?
No. But look how creepy this photo is.
Why did they-
Why did they do that?
They just have a baby with legs and no head.
And the baby with
A headless
legs wearing
baby?
the shorts, and then
And
the
it's
shirt is like
Muslim material.
on a, the shirt is like
All
separate
right,
from the
Katie.
outfit.
Why are you getting these ads? That's a
was
bad
like,
look.
what a creepy photo.
I'm very curious why they needed that legs just to one of the Muslim garments.
And why did they post it? I mean, was that a mistake? I don't. The rest of the pictures in the feed were like very
Had to be a
normal.
mistake.
Yeah.
I mean, it gets people to stop scrolling, I guess.
yeah, I took a picture of it.
And it's crazy we're in this place in culture where it's like the Katie Britt or these people, they do something so wild and stupid and they're like, or did they do it on purpose?
Are they a genius?
yeah.
Genius.
I should start doing this with my pickleball ad somehow. Just do something insane.
It's like, did you see Trey Kennedy's new tour promo? He said the N-word right in the middle of it. It has 20 million views. I'm like, well, what if he meant to do that? It's like,
might be
no,
the smartest
he's just a dirtbag.
There's a company dedicated to doing weird stuff like this. They heckled Norm Not Norm Macdonald.
Mark Norman.
Mark Norman, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They just like make. It's like this classic YouTuber bit where like prank, but they just go in public and cause people distress and annoy them, and then they film it. Like, well, it's actually an organized thing, and we got you. It's like you ruined our night. So
Congrats.
have you ever seen those content pop up where it's like nacho bar and it's a kitchen island and they just dump like a gallon bucket of
Yeah.
cheese?
Yes.
And it's just meant to like infuriate you,
Yeah.
and to send to people and be like, how stupid are these people? But those people know that, and on Snapchat it has 20 million views and they just made 50 grand. And there's people who spend their whole days just like, how do we make another video that brings people the opposite of joy? It upsets them, it annoys them, and it will create views so we can drive more downloads to Dice Streams. That's a business model for a lot of people.
It really is. I like hate it, and I'm jealous of it, and I want to find.
You're like, yeah, I think we could do that, but I think real quickly you'd be like, oh, I don't want it. The nacho bars. It's such a mess.
I remember a few years ago, Yes Theory, that crew of people, they kind of orchestrated their own, whatever you want to call this, but I feel like they did it in a cool way. So they found a guy that looks exactly like Justin Bieber, and then they were trying to figure out a way for him to go viral. So they're trying to think like what like gets people upset. And so what they came up with was they took like paparazzi looking photos of Justin Bieber from a distance, and he was eating a Chipotle burrito, but like sideways. Like instead of eating it this way, he was eating it like corn on the cob. And so it wasn't even a video, I think. I think it was just pictures maybe. Mm-hmm. Either way, it did go viral. TMZ pays for these photos. Everybody's talking about Justin Bieber eats burritos like
just
a psychopath.
To prove,
just for fun. Yeah. Just like, hey, we pranked you guys. That was us. We did that.
That's fantastic.
And that's fun.
It was match day for doctors everywhere. Katie, explain what that is. You're a medical gal. For those who don't know.
I've never been to medical school, but I do.
You have a biomedical degree. Hey, be confident. Say, my name's Katie.
No, sir. So you get matched with, you interview for a lot of places when you are looking to be a resident somewhere. And it's kind of like you rank yours in order, but they also get to pick.
I'm kidding.
The programs also get to pick. So you might not get your first choice, your second, your third, your fourth. I mean, you might not get picked at all. That also can happen.
The whole country does it on the same day.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So we're seeing videos everywhere. People open it. It's excited. There's this one here.
Whoa, that's a lot of script.
I debated posting this, but all the posts are people so happy and they got their first choice. But I wanted the people that didn't get their first choice to know that they're not alone. Last year I did not
match my number one.
I did not match my number one. And you can see here my reaction. So here she goes. So they all open the envelope at the same time. It's like a sorority for smart people.
It is a little bit like bid day.
Second
where
bid
you're
day.
Like, yeah.
Dr. Bid Day.
So nervous. Wait, listen.
And UF in Central Florida.
I think it's funny. The whole thing's about like, I didn't get my choice. I was disappointed at the very end. You just hear, Central Florida. Jake, you're on match day. You're opening your I mean, again, everyone's excited. They believe in themselves, right? It's like, okay, even not the number one, even the 2 or 3 is pretty exciting. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. So you're opening up, and then I'm going to reveal that, the school you got. It's going to be unbelievable.
Okay,
it's going to be amazing.
Here it is. Okay, let's see. Wow, my whole life up to this moment.
Rutgers, Jersey City.
Can I be white and still go there?
You're going to be a doctor. We're proud of you.
Well, my parents will never come visit me there.
Okay, to be honest, I mean, you put your first 3 as Ivy League in that. We told you not to do that. And it's okay. But now, New Brunswick, New Jersey, down the street.
I might just do an OnlyFans.
Oh, okay. Well, let's not jump to conclusions. Well,
man,
it does have nice feet. The amount of people in the room who's go, maybe I do OnlyFans.
Maybe I do know the human body pretty well now.
I love how Central Florida, it does feel like if you were to name, like, give me a handful of schools you think their medical program is probably quite a bit.
Hey, Central Florida. I mean, what is that, Orlando
warm.
though?
But
yeah.
you also
Could be way
David
worse.
Tosh
you
went
can't
there?
be that surprised because you interviewed at these places. So you interviewed at these places, so you know that it's.
How many?
I mean, it depends on how many interviews you get. You apply for the
Oh,
interviews.
you get the interview.
Then you get the interviews.
So these
and then-
people, you know, all want no. You know, all these people might want you.
yeah, because you got the interview with them, right?
Got it.
Gotcha.
I
So
understand.
some people don't even get a lot of interviews, and so then you're like, now my option. Some people get a ton of interviews, so you're like, well, now there's, I could go anywhere from A to Z. A lot of people just do every single interview they get because they're like, I don't want to not get matched. So you do the Central Florida or whatever that
Sure.
you don't want.
Huh.
And
That's
it-
what. Do they ever get nothing? Like,
Yeah.
Whoa, that
Yeah.
sucks.
It's kind of amazing. Just maybe we have really high quality friends. We do, but that I don't know anyone personally who's like, I just had to bail on the medical school thing, man. I know a guy who had to take like a gap year to kind of like regroup. I think he got it figured out.
You need to take a year to like stop smoking weed.
Do you guys know any? Do you guys know any people in your life that are like now, like past the bar lawyers or like full blown doctors,
Sells
and you're
roof,
like,
sells roofs now. He passed the bar, was a lawyer, but then he's like a roof salesman.
Oh wow.
so you made more money?
Yeah, he made more money doing that. But
Well, I was gonna say, do you know anyone
Like
you're,
fully
practicing
doing it.
medical, and you're like, I feel like I need to spread the word to people to not go to this doctor. Like I know a lot about.
Oh, like a friend. You're like,
You like
no
kind of
way
like
they
or
should
like
be a
friend of a
doctor.
friend. You're like, how
Oh.
how are they a doctor? I don't.
I don't know if I have that
No.
person in my life. I look forward to it. Mm-hmm.
All my doctor friends, I text and say, "This is my problem."
They
I
earned
need you
it.
to, like,
Oh, that's good. I don't have any.
This is the next best thing, maybe. Rachel's brother just started his second semester of law school, so pretty early into it, and I asked him to look over some stuff for me, and he was like, "Gotta be honest, I don't have any clue what this is."
I don't.
And I was like, "That's
Okay,
fair.
good, yeah.
That's fair." So, yeah, he's like, "I mean, I'll try. I'll send it to some people like smarter than me."
You're
And
like, keep you posted when you can do this. Like it really saves some money.
he's like, "It'll be about 3 or 4 years, and then I'll get back to you."
That's funny. Glug, 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 glug. What do you think I'm drinking, Katie?
Drinking a beer over there?
No. Do you think it was a crazy energy drink? No.
Oh.
It's water.
Really?
Liquid Death. And we got it stocked here at the studio. I love it. And hey, why would a healthy beverage ever be called Liquid Death?
Tell me.
That's right, it's healthy. Because Liquid Death will brutally murder your thirst, and their infinitely recyclable cans are helping to bring death to single-use plastic bottles. I've noticed Liquid Death's around. I'm so proud they're a sponsor now. We love them. I saw some kids drinking these. I almost called the cops.
They're on the right track, though.
But no, they're healthy. And they don't just have water. They have all sorts of good stuff.
That's right.
Like sparkling iced tea 8-packs. Okay. Jake likes them.
I like them. Martha Stewart likes them. Travis
They did a
Barker.
collab.
Wow.
They did a collab with them.
So it's not just
Quite the range they have there.
it's not just us guys. It's Travis Barker and Martha
That's
Stewart
right.
too.
You can get free shipping to Liquid Death's Mountain Water Flavor Sparkling and Iced Tea 8-packs with Amazon Prime, or grab a case or can at your local 7-Eleven, Target, Walmart, Whole Foods, or on Instacart. Go to liquiddeath.com/Trey to check out their healthy, infinitely recyclable beverages and find your closest retailer. That's That's liquiddeath.com/Trey. Liquiddeath.com/Trey. Okay, Jay, I want to hear the Mormon Rapper, please. I've been very excited.
I only watched 3 seconds of it, and then I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to put this in
Okay,
a
we're
correct
going in
opinions
raw.
doc." So yeah,
Weird use of words. We're going in blind. Haven't
Soak
seen
it up.
yet.
I'm steady in the Book of Mormon every day and night. So when temptation comes a knocking, I know I will be alright. Yeah. The iron rod. I'm steady in the Book of Mormon every day and night. So when temptation comes a knocking, I know I will be
I
alright.
was gonna say what?
so that's the main thing. For those only listening, he's looks to be 21 years old, and he's carrying behind him an oxygen
Suit and
tank.
tie.
Yeah, suit and tie in the streets of Salt Lake with an oxygen tank. I want to
What's
hear.
his rapper name?
I don't know, what was it? I want to hear more about the oxygen tank. I would like that
rapping
to be
missionary.
It's
Rapping
what?
missionary.
Rapping missionary.
good for him.
I mean, yeah, he's
Oh, he does have an oxygen tank.
Yeah.
He has a problem. Yeah.
I couldn't quite see. He has a medical condition, clearly.
Yeah.
Or maybe is it just like the Book of Mormon vaporized? Just like get this in my vein.
Yeah. Life is a vapor, you know? Yeah, so it just really caught my attention. I can't remember if someone sent this to me, if I was just scrolling and saw it, but yeah, I was very intrigued. I just wanted to know so much more about whatever his condition is, what that deep voice was. Got the iron rod.
I was going to say the voice kind of threw me off. I wasn't expecting that.
But he's popping off. He has almost 8,000 followers, and he only follows 6. So he's keeping it tight.
Wow.
Good ratio.
I peeped his website. His name is Elder Castleton.
Elder?
Elder Castleton.
Not bad.
Which should be his rap name. That's a very hard name. Elder Castleton. I did dig in. He was born with half of a heart.
Oh, wow.
That's wild.
Huh.
That is wild that he is alive. That's, I mean,
I
so I
wonder-
guess, yeah, so his rapping is his mission work.
He's got the iron rod. Does that mean the Bible, or is that like a medical device like inside of him to like help him his heartbeat? Kind of an honest question. That was the chorus. If you couldn't hear the deep voice, it was got the iron rod.
Oh, you think that? No, that wasn't any post-production. That's his actual voice.
No, I'm saying, what does the iron rod mean? Is that what?
Don't deviate.
I think it has multiple meanings here.
Yeah, I think it's probably whatever's
doing his
inside
job.
of
It's
him.
making you think.
Derek, I just texted the link to his music site. Maybe let's click on one of these other songs and listen to it. He's got a handful up there. Just want to hear another one. I want to hear more from this guy.
Wix is your
Sorry, got the ads.
Oh, I've heard that one before.
I was like, that's cool. He has pre-rolls on his music.
Did I even look up when I woke up this morning? Praying to God that I'm grateful. Every time when I'm feeling alone,
He's got a
do I
pleasant
see him
voice.
in
It's not
the
terrible.
This isn't
Walking the
bad.
street,
Yeah.
worker at home, keeping busy, always checking my phone. Do I take the time to check how I feel inside? Often it's not obvious. When it's getting too
Oh,
good,
okay.
I feel like everything's crumbling.
Well,
just
he's got
on the
8,000
real,
followers.
support
Yeah, I'm
my
a fan
friends,
now.
someone
Why
who
did he do
cares.
that other weird video with the weird voice thing?
He's trying to see what sticks, man.
His voice is really good.
He probably changed it based on where he's proselytizing. Like that was very pleasant. That was cute. You know, that's when they're like, "Hey, go spend a weekend in, outside Portland or something, like maybe
Scottsdale.
Vermont."
Yeah.
yeah.
And the
That
deep
other one
voice
was where, like your stomping grounds, Katie.
Yeah.
ATL,
College Park.
I see.
D-Town,
I see.
O Block.
Oh, block.
Yeah, the more missionaries go there. It's like match day with them too.
Yeah.
O Block.
I'm going to have to do the deep voice rap thing.
That's a real roll of the dice. Skid Row, come on. Come on. I wanted West Palm, but
Yeah, I was hoping Kauai would open up. But hey, overall, I'm a fan now.
do your thing.
I know that was
It was pleasant.
Good music.
Yeah, we're fans, dude. Keep it up.
Excuse me. What do you got anything else, Jake, before I move on?
Yeah, click on the one that says Chinese live streamer. I've never
Oh, boy.
seen content like this. I just want to get your guys' thoughts.
Like a Chinese influencer kind of?
Yes, yeah, she must be very popular in China. I don't know the website.
What was her name? Did you catch her name?
Didn't catch her name. I think it was Michelle. So go for it whenever.
You just think of Michelle Wee and kind of ran with it? That's what it feels like.
8块，8块，16块钱50个，一下来上车，
Chinese live streamer spends only 3 seconds promoting each product.
38
Made 19 million in a week.
10块，10高功率15毫升，上点关注，10块，
The way, honestly, her hand motion, the way she's doing this is very impressive.
10块，
They have unbelievable hand-eye coordination.
She's kind of Millie rocking, I noticed after watching it there. So yeah, obviously we don't know what she's saying, but if you're watching, you'd see like every 3 seconds she just shows a new product and you just spanks it away from her and gets it out of her face.
Is that real? I'm like, is that?
I didn't fact check it, but yeah, it says she's very popular. She makes $19 million a week doing that. So she must be incredibly popular, I guess, but
But like, who's looking up those products? You can barely even see them.
I could do it. If you were, oh, trust me, Katie. If we had the American equivalent, you should start this. And she's just hitting you with Zara, Free People, blah. You'd tune in every
Freeze
day.
it. Wait, what was that? Okay,
Yeah.
I get it. Maybe.
I think so.
Maybe.
You would.
Yeah, I thought that was fascinating. How many followers do you have to where people are paying that close of attention to what you're showing? I think it's awesome.
Simply Orange in the news. We were just talking about juice. I've become a juice guy,
Okay.
but I'm trying to buy real pure juices because you've Minute Maid all that. They're packed with extra sugar, and they're like, oh, maybe juice is bad. But I saw some data that said, these diet drinks, stuff like that, can increase your risk of, heart disease at about 20%. Juice every day, lower it by 10%.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, what are we talking? Simply, the brand Simply Orange, Simply whatever, says 100% juice, but listen to this.
With what just happened with Simply Orange, this should send shockwaves through the consumer market.
Shockwaves.
So Simply Orange is owned by Coca-Cola, and here's what they just got caught doing. Now you may think with the slick branding that this is just simply orange juice, and it's not from concentrate, so that's good, right? The problem is oranges are on the dirty dozen, which means they're part of the 12 fruits and vegetables that are the most sprayed with pesticides and herbicides. So right off the bat, since it's not organic, you're getting doses of chemicals, pesticides, but that's not what this controversy is about. And it's not about the synthetic vitamins that they put in here either. Coca-Cola, the parent company, has now been sued because of high levels of toxic forever chemicals that are found in Simply Orange juice. Forever chemicals, also known as PFAS chemicals, is basically what's used to coat a non-stick pan, which we know there's many documentaries about the extreme damaging effects of these chemicals on the human body. So my guess is that their entire factory uses Teflon non-stick material, and that's how hundreds of times, look at this, hundreds of times above federal limits for drinking water. So they're getting sued because they say, made simply Orange, it's just Simply Oranges, and yet it has hundreds of times of a neurotoxic, DNA damaging chemical in it. Let me know in the comments if
You know, it also has
Can't have
PFAs in
anything.
it.
What?
Sparkling water.
All of them?
Yeah.
How? From what?
I don't know, but
The pans?
last time
Cooked sparkling water?
last time I checked, Topo Chico was the worst, and I think they since then have lowered the amount it's in them.
How bad are pesticides?
Forever Chemicals? It sounds like I have enough Forever Chemicals to be made of Forever Chemicals. I'm still alive.
Yeah, you're drinking from the fountain of youth.
What are Forever Chemicals, Katie?
They never leave your body.
Marriage.
Yeah. Yeah. Once they're in there, they never leave your body. You can't like detox them out or whatever, and so they just build up and they can harm your.
What if I did a juice cleanse?
No. That won't work.
What are examples of PFAS? Food packaging, non-food packaging, pizza boxes, food wrappers, takeout containers, microwave bags, non-stick pans, Teflon, stain-proof and waterproof clothing, firefighting foam.
That doesn't sound bad.
I mean, it's like sometimes you need that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you ever had
Umbrellas.
firecracker shrimp? I would love some firefighting foam in my throat and stomach and anus.
Ooh, that could be on the Travis Patrick menu.
1587 firefighter foam. Yeah, settle not.
Dude, I would absolutely order that. If there's a cocktail that was like $15, it's like, aged whiskey in a cask with delectable juices, aperitif, this, that.
Oh, and by the way, it is
touched
flame
with-
retardant.
Capped off with firefighter foam.
Oh, great.
These pharmaceuticals can cause decreased vaccine response. What if you don't get any?
Loophole.
Testicular cancer. Oh, now I'm
Okay.
listening.
All right.
Ulcerative colitis. I think I have that every other week.
Yeah.
And high cholesterol, already got it. Okay, real quick. I came across this little story, and I'm gonna set it up, and then I want y'all's just in real time reaction.
Great.
Okay.
So I didn't know this was a thing, but this veterinary clinic, they come across a baby fox. Baby fox, they want to nurse back to health, but they want to make it feel comfortable, right?
Okay.
And what's the least comfortable thing you do, baby fox? Have it be taken care of by these big scary humans? That's not what you want at all. So here is the solution.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. No.
It's a human wearing a fox head.
And not
In
only,
Virginia, an animal welfare animal welfare center. Had a guy wear the mouth is moving.
Fake teeth.
This is
Yeah.
terrifying. Okay, not only that, the fox is laying on another fox, like
Like a stuffed animal fox.
yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell what I was looking at.
It's like a Wes Anderson OnlyFans or something.
This is
That fox mask was so scary.
why, I don't know.
It's important that they do not get raised in captivity and they get habituated to humans. So you want them to get more used to human-sized foxes.
Now they're going to get imprinted by furries. They're going to be chasing a furry mother figure its whole life. You don't want that.
That's a great point. They keep doing this, and you want to be a furry, you're gonna have feral animals flocking to you.
Yes, that fox is like, I need to find my mom. And it's like, it's a fox. It's like, no, it was a fox head with human hands. I need to find that
There
again.
she is, a middle schooler.
She's a middle schooler using a weird bathroom.
I guess that's effective. I can't imagine. That feels like a pretty
Well, it just doesn't.
half-baked idea.
The fox head was 6 times the size of a normal fox. I mean, it's not even. You're not going to fool anybody with that, much less a
That's what I'm
baby
saying.
fox.
Foxes they're clever, sly guys.
Yes, yeah, I
Not
saw
that dumb.
Zootopia.
Yeah.
Do they have
It's like a bear attacking you, and you're like, well, if I put on this bear head, and then the bear's like, now it's humping me. I don't know which is worse. It's like animals aren't that stupid.
do you
Like,
think
where'd that human go? Now there's a weird bear-human hybrid in front of me.
do you think that they have like multiple different like mascot heads for all the animals? They're like
Ready to go.
now we have a baby, whatever. We got to put this on.
It's like
Yeah,
doctors.
probably.
You see the classic scene, like scalpel, scissors,
Yeah. They rush in there.
bald eagle head.
Yeah.
There's just emergency nearby, like a car wreck. They're like, this black man's dying here. He's like, hold blackface, real quick.
Oh my
To make him
gosh,
feel more
Trey.
comfortable. I mean,
no.
it doesn't make any sense.
You have to assimilate to your patient. It's a patient by patient case.
You got an Asian in there. He's a chopsticks. He's like, sir, just give me. I don't care what you look like.
All right, who's it today? This is Giuseppe. This is a spicy meatball.
Yes.
All right, mwah, let me take a look.
We forget about it. We fix you up and forget about it.
It's also like, do you think that baby fox could even like see that well? I mean, that was like an infant, like infant babies. They can't really even see that well.
It was a tiny fox. Yeah, I don't. I had learned all about if baby foxes could see or not, but I forgot.
Yeah, I
A
thought
good
you might know
question.
that. Yeah.
I'm kidding. Too much of this podcast is me bullying you, and I want to apologize.
Oh,
I want to
yeah.
say I love you, and you look beautiful today.
Oh wow.
And I
thank
cherish these podcasts.
You. Oh,
It's
thank
the
you.
only day. Of the
Ooh,
week
Jennifer
you wear
Garner just
makeup.
responded.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dang it, I thought I saw something.
no.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Yeah.
How much I love my wife.
Yeah, he doesn't
right.
remember what he was saying.
We have a date night this weekend.
We do.
Lowe's?
You get rare. Lowe's.
I prefer.
I booked the wrong Lowe's. We have a reservation in the wood area.
I don't mind. I love the smell of Lowe's and Home Depot.
Yeah, not bad.
Okay, good
Kinda
to
fun.
know.
Yeah.
No surpriser.
A little cheaper.
They come few and far between these days, so we're gonna go out on the town. I'm
Got a
excited.
babysitter.
I'm very excited. Are you?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I haven't dressed up in quite some time.
That is fun. Who's this? Tell us about this babysitter. We do a background check. Do we know this person? Find them
Yeah.
online?
Yes.
Is it our go-to?
Oh, okay.
Friend of
okay.
a friend.
Yeah, friend of a friend. We've used him several times. So
The last time we used her though, apparently Thomas is done. He wants no part of milk
He's done.
anymore.
Yeah.
He's done.
We all reach an age.
not even like cow's milk. Like
right,
he just doesn't
I'm
want
saying-
any kind of milk.
So bottling and stuff, we're not even, but we were still trying, and she was trying to even bottle. Apparently, when she would get close, he would just palm her face, shove her
Away.
face away repeatedly.
Which I was like, I am so sorry.
Yeah,
I
which is
cannot believe he
kinda-
was doing that.
Imagine babysitting a cute baby, and it's just going, get away from me.
Yeah.
Getting
It's rude.
Stiff
It's
armed.
rude.
It's really tough when at this age little kids start kind of doing things like that you're like, this is bad, but they can't, like, they don't know, and like you can't say, like, you can say no, and he's starting to understand that, but like not really.
Still
It's
acting on
tough.
instinct, mainly.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap up with some fan videos. What do we got, Derek? We got a guy and a gal in here. Again, send your fan videos, whatever you want to ask us or show us, at our email, correct@treykennedy.com, or DM us on Correct Opinions.
Hey, Correct Opinions crew.
Millennial
I'm
pause.
Shayna from Orange County.
Yeah, it was a millennial
and
pause.
I really enjoy listening to your guys' podcast. I just finished listening to every single episode. So I told myself
Wow.
I'd send in a video
Thank you.
once I wrapped it up and caught up. And so here we go. My question for you guys is, Did
love
your
girls.
parents ever tell you a lie when you were little that didn't realize until years later was in fact a lie? My example is that when I was in early elementary school, I had a head cold and was coughing up bits of like dried phlegm, super gross. Was really confused at what it was. I asked my dad and he said it was dried pieces of brain that I was coughing up because I was sick. That's just what happened. So I accepted that and moved on with my life, and then 10 years later just thought about it again and realized he had lied, and that was not the truth. So I asked him about it and he laughed really hard at me and said that took you a long time to realize. So yeah, and I still get made fun of to this day. So my question is, do you have any stories like that are just as embarrassing as thinking phlegm and mucus is bits of brain that happens when you're sick? Thanks for everything. I'm buying tickets to your San Diego show with my family, so we will see you in a few months.
Oh, fun.
Super excited.
Awesome.
Thank you,
everyone. Bye.
Thanks, China. I love girls, man.
Oh, yeah.
The first half was just like, my name is this and from this. And here's a 45-second explanation of why I was motivated to send the video. And now here is subject. Katie's, I'm really going to try to do a bit on this. You just notice it more and you're busier. So many times I'll ask Katie a question that I'm truly desiring. There's a 2-option question. Did this happen or did this happen? Did you want this to eat or that? And it's never the answer. It's like, well, I was thinking.
I mean, I still give you the answer, but there's more information that you need.
We'll be on different floors of the house, and I'll just be looking for, like, I'm up with Tom. I'm like, are there diapers in the diaper bag? Just looking for, yes, no. Yes, okay, I'll come downstairs. No, I'll grab more. Well, I've been meaning to order more, I don't know. I think I can't decide if I'm going to pick them up or if I'm going to have them delivered, but they are some. And she just wants to tell me things. It's always a little extra, and I love women for that because we need more. I'd be bored without it. It'd be too efficient.
You need more context. Yes, sometimes you really do.
Do you guys have an answer for China?
I know there's something like that because I've had that thought before. Like, I need to not lie to my kids because it sticks with you.
I know what came to my mind was stories I fear I've told already. Like, I was just hammered with like, no bad words, no bad words. My mom spilled grape juice all over the carpet and yelled crap, and my world shattered. World shattered. It's a kind of along the lines, but a lie I was told where they're just like, you'll never ever hear us say a bad word. Don't you ever say a bad word. That's not what we do in this house. So my mom saying crap I was undone. Screaming, crying.
Oh, wow.
Avoiding her.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I just
So
who even are you?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I feel like the whole brain thing, like, we would always ask my dad a question, and he always had the answer. Like, he was our Google. But that was before Google, so he had to make it up on the spot. And
Yeah,
make
that
it
is old.
believable. Like, yeah, so we don't have to do that as dads now. We could just literally look it up. But they had to make up stuff.
Oh, yeah. Dude, the iPads and all that's amazing. It's like, you look it up, I don't have to pay attention to you at all.
I know Rachel has told me a story. She was having trouble going to kindergarten and didn't want to go because she was so afraid like her mom wouldn't be okay. I think probably somewhat classic problems. And so she was afraid that her mom was going to die when she would go to kindergarten.
Oh my gosh.
And so Rachel's mom told her, she's like, hey, I talked to God and God promised me I will never die. And Rachel's like, all right, great. We'll go to kindergarten now.
Oh
and
my
it
gosh.
worked. So
Yeah.
Rachel
It
believed
works.
like, oh, well, if God signed off on it, then
That was a real, like, kind of a wise gamble, The numbers say we're
safely-
probably fine. If she
Yeah,
were
Rachel
to
will be
die,
forever
Rachel
scarred by-
would be a shell of a person. But, you got to roll the dice and got her to school.
yeah, went to kindergarten just fine.
This poor girl dealing with a mother's death. God's a liar.
God
Yeah.
lied to my mom and
Right
took
to her face.
What I thought of, which I don't know if this was, I don't know if it was my parents who told me this or just like in general, but I feel like I was always told that the crust on the bread had the most nutrients.
Oh, yeah.
Which is
Yeah, you're
obviously
right.
which is obviously a lie. It's just browned the same thing as the rest of the loaf.
That's a good
smart.
point.
How
It's
do
stuff
you
like
fat
that.
crust?
That was very common. The like, if you're you sit cross-eyed too much, you could get stuck that way.
Yeah.
Don't
I'd,
sit too close to the TV.
My
stuff like
brother-in-law said when he was like 15 or maybe a little older or something like that. His dad just poured him like the tiniest bit of just potent straight whiskey, and he's like, "This is alcohol. All of it is this. Try it." So I guess he drank, and then he didn't drink it for like 10 years. Like, oh my, why would anyone ever? I'm never gonna
Scared him straight.
be offered like a seltzer. You're like, how are you drinking a whole can of that?
Yeah, we're on the boat on 4th of July, and you can just drink that. Wow, I don't know.
Okay, what else we got? Thanks, China. See you in San Diego.
A redhead
Pretty cool
named
show,
China.
outdoor show.
Is it really? Mm-hmm. San Diego, might as well.
Asadu. Hey, nice to meet you all. My name is Joshua. I'm from Ohio. I have a fun animal story for you guys. It was long ago. My grandpa was walking his dog in the neighborhood with his son-in-law, who's my dad. And they're walking the dog through the neighborhood, and this cat, I guess it's a stray cat or someone's cat, comes up to the dog and claws out its left eye.
Oh my God.
I thought Katie would like that part. Permanently blind from that eye for the rest of its life, that dog. So all this happened real quick. So then my dad, he grabs the cat and chucks it across the yard, someone's yard, and it lands on a fence line on its back, like kind of snaps, and I assume died. I don't, they didn't stick around.
Katie is overjoyed right now.
She's standing to her feet.
So that's
She's
my
giving a
dad.
standing ovation.
And I did not
too
witness
much.
this. I was not around yet. I was just a twinkle in the sky. But I always grew up hearing that story. So you can imagine how scared I was for my pet guinea pig growing up, just pleading with him like, "Oh, Chestnut, please don't do anything stupid to piss Dad off. He's going to chuck you." So anyway, that's a fun animal story for you guys. Sweet dreams.
Thanks, dude. Dude, look at her. She's so happy.
I'm not happy. I'm just like,
Crying.
what kind of story is that? A cat. First of all, I do hate cats, but it just came up and clawed a dog's eye out. Like,
That's
what
gnarly,
on
yeah.
earth?
Was the dog asking for it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But then the image he gave of the cat being thrown, it was too much. I don't want to see that. Or
What were you
think of that.
What were you picturing? What kind of dog and cat? What popped in your head? Honest to God, what color is the cat in your brain?
Well, red now.
What color is the cat? when
One
you
of those
pictured
like
that?
black and brown ones.
Oh, you say you don't like those? That's the one in our backyard.
Near the fence?
She picturing. You picture him being impaled on our privacy fence or the chain link.
I would never pick
Chain
it up
link?
to do that. Is the
If it had to land on a fence, would you pick the tall wooden one or the chain link?
I can't even. Oh, it's really grossing me out.
Something's wrong with that cat. Like, one, it just attacked a dog for no reason, and two, it didn't land on its feet. That's not a high quality
Yeah,
cat.
something was wrong with that cat.
Yeah.
That is.
Great story though. Great way to end the episode.
Thanks for sharing
Yeah,
that.
oh
for
my
sharing,
gosh.
dude. Ohio, they're crazy out in Ohio. They
Yeah.
really are. Pranker.com/tour, new tickets, going through summer, and thanks for all our, again, sheltered submissions. If you want, we've started to interview some people, getting some good stuff.
Yeah.
It's
going
thank
well.
you guys. Love you guys. Have a great week. Talk to you next week. Peace.
Correct opinions. Correct opinions.